Hey everybody, how's it going today? Welcome to the Daily Random Vlog. Today is, as you're watching, 1 full year of daily videos, daily uploads. So that means editing every night, filming every day, editing every night, and then uploading at the end of the day. So we've come to a very special location to film a very special edition of the Daily Random Vlog. This is one of those location kind of videos. This area here was like kind of a stomping grounds for us when we were little. There's a very neat little monument on the top of this hill.
Black Guy Zoo.
And to figure out where it is, there's our new roundabout at Sunset Talbot. Lyndhurst is this direction. So you notice the end of this guardrail here and you'll see the path.
Lyndhurst is that
Looks like
direction.
people actually took four-wheelers up. So let's go on a little walk adventure. And walk a bit. And while we're walking, I'm going to try and keep this vlog to kind of kick it old school for the day in celebration of the 1 year of daily random vlogging. 1 year! Woo! 1 year. Look at the trail goes down in there. It goes up here. If you want to get up to the Tolls Monument, this is where you go. So what has 1 year of daily random vlogging meant to me? It meant a lot of editing. I've learned a lot in a couple of different editing programs. Learned about royalty-free music. I've met a lot of great people. Well, online met a lot of great people and a few people locally through the channel. We've grown into different hobbies. We've been able to learn a lot about them hobbies as well. I mean, you learn about stuff every day. Never let it stop. And we've gone a few places with it too. Done a lot of trailing. And it's been a lot of fun. And I think my verdict is that I'm going to keep going. Possibly even with the daily vlog format. This trail's a little different than I remember. I remember it wrapping around before, like going off that way.
This way and coming up, right?
Yeah. And we totally could have brought the RCs. But that meant battery charge time. And I wanted to keep this a traditional adventure vlog, right? Like we're out here, we're exploring. Neither of us have been out to the Tolls Monument a long time. So it's kind of neat to see the change. And believe me, there's a little bit of change already so far.
It's right there, isn't it?
I don't think so. We'll find it. I think it's actually further this way.
Yeah, there's the ridge. Okay.
So at this Tolls, it was Silas Tolls. His family had this monument put out here, or it was erected out here to honor his family. And you know, he's kind of a person of mystery. Because I don't remember any of the backstory behind it.
Wow.
But there's a plaque. So here's the monument itself. We'll go around and take a look at the other side in a minute. But for you guys, I shall read this for you. Give me a sec, catch my breath. The monument was erected in 1932 by descendants of Silas Tolls to replace the original gravestones of Silas Tolls, 1791 to 1871, Margaret Tolls, 1794 to 1840, and Anna Tolls, 1818 to 1829. Oh, poor darling didn't live very long at all. Silas was a Dutchman, was born May 28th, 1791 in New York State. Came to Canada with the United Empire Loyalists. He fought the War of 1812, Battle of Lundy's Lane near Niagara Falls, where he was wounded. He was on the battlefields at Queenston Heights at the same time General Brock was killed. General Brock was the one who ran from the battle where he was supposed to be backing up. He was supposed to bring people to back up Tecumseh, and Tecumseh's guys, this was down towards the Chatham, Moravian Town, Thamesville area. And General Brock turned coat and ran. He didn't show up. Anyhow, that's another story. Silas eloped with Margaret Kelly of Niagara Falls in 1813. They came to the Talbot settlement where he was granted this land from Colonel Talbot in recognition of his service in the War of 1812. Here they built their first home on Wellington Road Hill in 1814. So I'm guessing that's Lyndhurst region. Wellington Road Hill sounds about right. And that's what they called where we are right now.
This is the old Wellington Road to London.
Yeah, if you go down just to the east of this hill,
Wellington Hill.
there was an actual traction line down there, like would have been a trolley car that ran along through that ditch down there. We'll go down that way in a minute. He was one of the first apple orchards in the areas, was a school trustee. The Tolls were suspect of being sympathizers to the 1837 rebellion, and their house was searched. It was searched and put under observation by the local militia. The original house no longer stands, but his eldest son, John's house, can be seen on Wellington Road directly across from the monument. So that would be when you come out of the trail, that driveway right across. Silas and Margaret had 10 children. This was put up by Heritage Elgin, and some Neanderthals have come out here. Well, that might not have been. That might have been a tree falling, to be honest. But you usually see Neanderthals pull that kind of stuff out here, you know, in places where nobody's here to give them trouble for doing it. So now the actual monument. Somebody's come out and cleared this a little bit. It's not a fancy monument or anything. I almost remember it looking like a marble stone or something when I was younger. If you see on here.
It's exactly the same as when I was a kid.
Oh, it's weird how your mind can dress stuff up, eh? Like, you guys ever notice that your mind can actually dress stuff up, make it look fancier if you remembered it as, if you had a fond memory of it, or if you had a bad memory of something, your mind can dress it down, yeah.
You're probably floating over there.
Dude, I was filming this way.
Oh!
Dude, I've been doing this for a year, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, I get it.
And then you have to offset the phone, because if I just hold it facing at you, you're off to the right.
Oh, okay.
But if I hold it like that, yeah, because the lens is off to the side of the phone. Craig still just tends to forget. I've been doing this for like a year now, so I've kind of gotten used to the angles.
I've never used an Apple phone.
No, he's got a big old freaking chalkboard of a phone. He carries around a piece of slate and chalk. That's his phone.
Yeah. You want to communicate with somebody, you write something down on the chalkboard and you throw it at them.
Okay, so we'll... Jeez, I can't even remember where this side of the trail goes, so we're just going to walk it.
A really steep hill
straight
down.
Okay, well that's the direction we want to go. So yeah, this...
Gnarly tree.
It's an old one. Very musty.
I smell dad.
Really? I smell like mold, spores. Yeah, people have definitely been keeping a trail clear, that's for sure. I'm trying to keep this as smooth as I can for you guys. You look down in the gully here. There's a creek somewhere down there, but between the hill and the creek is where the traction line was. So we're going to try our best to make our way down there.
I'd like to get some old footage about the traction line.
You're going to clean up after your dog out here. Don't just throw the frickin' bag of poop on the ground. That's not going to do anything.
Thanks for cleaning up your poop.
Yeah, thanks for cleaning up after your dog, but this would be a gnarly climb.
Oh, I seen a trials rider do a catwalk up this hill.
Oh, it's going to bring us down on the wrong side of the hill.
Yep.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens at the bottom.
Great. There used to be a carving tree. Everybody carved their names into it.
Oh yeah?
It's gone.
Yeah, no doubt. Woo, careful. I've got no hands to catch myself in, so falling is not an option for me. Seriously. Look at the angle my feet are on while I'm trying to climb down this. Ah. This might actually be a good hill climb with the summits. Oh, I almost lost the vlog. Sorry guys, I almost lost you guys.
But we're back.
Okay, we're starting to lose some grade here. Woo!
I used to ride my bike down here. Like, what the heck? Oh, is that it?
So I know with keeping a lot of the, I know with keeping a lot of it unedited, I will edit out some things that are just too rough or too, like, you can't tell what it is. But I wouldn't mind, being that this is the 1 year video.
Woo!
1 year video. That it'd be a longer video for you guys. I know some of you guys have been around here right from the start, and I appreciate that. You guys have seen a lot of different kinds of videos from me. I'm not going right. That trail disappears.
Goes into that field and it comes out. And you want to go back?
Yeah, we want to go this way.
Okay.
But I'm not sure where this is going, man.
This will go. You can see the trail right there.
Do you want to try and get down to the main area? Because that goes back up a hill.
Yeah. It's just as steep as that one.
And that's not where we're trying to get. Oh, I got a spider web on my nose. Not much of a trail. This is probably more part of the original trail down here. Oh, gotta crawl and duck under.
Like sharks.
Holy Jeebus, we found the trail.
Completely dried right up.
Oh, dude, this would be amazing with the summit.
The little guy.
Yeah, even the mini crawler.
Okay, the little guy up here. The summit. You just hop on it stuff.
I don't know if you could see how well you guys can see this, but I'm going right down in so you guys can see this. Look at that. Completely dried right out. There's a section along there that has a little bit of water, but they're like wading pools by comparison. This wouldn't be anything for the summit to crawl through, but there's so much material here that you could build any kind of course you want. Look at the top of a jug. Or is that a...
I got the handle.
No, I think it's... Oh, maybe. I was almost thinking a jug or an insulator for the old telephone poles. The power lines.
Get a handle on it.
Now, no critters got to worry about stepping on that stuff. This is actually pretty cool that this is here like this. I think this is going to deserve bringing us some vehicles down here.
Definitely.
Dwayne, you got to get your axials down here.
Oh, I thought that was a tire.
What?
I don't know what that is.
It's a gear of some kind. Chain go around it. That's pretty crazy. Hang on, let me get a focus.
Do you want me to put it on a rock and just...
Nope, I got it. I just had to refocus the camera. That's pretty cool. Toss her up on the side.
And that's cast.
More relics.
That's cast. That's not... That's weird.
Okay.
That's not CNC or anything like that.
Walking the river. The creek walk. Oh yeah, you'll see lots of things down in here that just don't belong in here. This is probably the best time to go looking for relics from the past.
Oh. Somebody's steak bone.
Yeah.
Look for things that are just so unusual that they just don't belong.
Like that big concrete block there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea this was drying out this much.
It's not dry.
Quicksand! Okay, we'll go back up on the bank there.
Yeah.
I remember one year, me, Braden, and Bubbles came down here, and we actually dammed up a small part of this. And it was just like, you know, we threw a couple rocks in, and we're like, oh, look, you almost stopped the flow. Here, let's actually stop the flow.
And guess what?
Well, we didn't do this. We didn't do this. This was like a decade ago. Walk the log. Back up on the trail. There we go. Now you guys see how this is such a clear-cut trail right straight through. I kid you not, straight through.
Yep, pretty much.
There used to be, this is where I was saying the traction line was. It was a train trolley pretty much. Except they used, instead of their own power, there would be a crank wheel of sorts pulling it.
Or horse-drawn.
Or horse-drawn, but either way, a traction line. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Or from my understanding, that's what it is.
What's more?
Would bring people from the main road all the way up into Lyndhurst. And it's apparently a lot longer than I remember it being, but there's something worth filming down here to show the vlog. To show you guys. There's some amazing things. I'm surprised, actually. You know what I'm looking for right now? Telephone poles. Posts. I'm looking for posts. Yeah. Nice big cleared open sections. Oh, getting skitter bit.
His field's right over there.
Getting skitter bit. Wow, do you remember this trail ever being so long?
Yep. Look, the size of that tree. It's gonna fall and it's gonna take a whole bunch of stuff out with it.
It's rare you see trees that thick around here anymore. That's an oldie.
Holy tree fort tree.
Look at that.
Oh, look. Is that the dam?
Wouldn't have been the one that we made. No, I was trying to point out that. Right underneath there.
Oh, yep. That's it right there, dude.
Well, that's just, I'm not sure what it is. It almost looks like those old mill blades. The splitting blades that we've seen along where the old mill was.
Yeah.
And look, there's some fatter trees up along there.
Oh, no, Salt Creek.
Yeah, the Salt Creek Mill. Yes, if you're local and you know,
Andy.
Yeah, I seen it.
It's actually growing into the tree. So you know.
That's an old one.
Yeah.
But yes, as I was saying, Salt Creek Mill. If you go out and you follow Salt Creek from Highbury, heading west along the creek, you'll come across an old bridge, and then you'll eventually come across the old remains of the Salt Creek Mill. It's kind of cool. It's not a standing structure by any means. It's literally piles of rubble, but if you know what you're looking for, you can identify. This is what Craig was talking about. It's steel cable. That steel cable runs all along this ditch here. It's actually growing. The tree's trying to grow around it. And I think it just goes and goes and goes. You see the post right there. I'm not sure, maybe just a guide wire. Yeah.
Wow.
Now up along the hills is apparently a basin, a concrete block of sorts that is actually there to help. Yeah, we're just gonna see what it is.
Somebody's property.
Man, they brought the property way down in here.
Yeah, I would.
Huh.
The guy that lives up there, sure.
Oh, I know what it is. It's just, it looks open, it looks clear.
He did. He cleared it right out. Come on, check it out.
I feel like I got it.
Kids down here to do some tree whacking.
Hang on.
Whoa. Hey Joel, Deesburg. Do you remember dropping a case of beer off to this side?
I doubt he'd even be watching these.
Dropped a whole case of beer. And him.
Actually, let me get this from over here, because the way I'm trying to film it isn't doing these guys justice. Isn't helping them at all. This is one of the old crossing structures, you know, so people get their wagons and their buggies across or whatnot.
That metal pole.
Yeah.
It's got to be there for a reason.
So yeah, they brought their whole backyard right down into this.
Like a whole camping area. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yep, more people should be taking advantage of the gullies being like that, cleaning them up.
Go-kart track.
But I mean, it's also, see, this is the way we used to cut down in, is through here. That comes down through Lyndhurst.
Wow, they did a lot of cleaning.
Yeah. But again, it's also somebody's
Andy.
property, so.
That used to look like that.
Yeah, from that to that. And you know, it's really just up to people whether they want to do it or not. I mean, this long grass, the sandiness, the dryness, you can end up with ticks if you leave all that long grass and try marching through it. So most people will just be like, nope, Ain't gonna happen. Not doing it. That guy, or that girl, or that person took it upon themselves to do something really awesome there. And now look at the extra room they get to benefit from for doing so. Here's something else kind of cool.
Down or up first?
I will go down first. Trail going down. Oh, looky here what we've got here.
Oh my god, the elevator tree's still there. It's a little bigger. We used to take these vines and just rappel down the side.
This
of the
is
bridge.
even all still really low. Let's go right underneath.
Yeah.
You get her done. Get under there. Isn't that cool? You can see the steel reinforcement sticking through and out of the concrete. This mud is washed up pretty high. I remember when I was little, they used to actually, it wasn't this high up, but it builds up.
Yeah. I camped down here.
And now, check this out. This bridge, at one point in time, was called Canada's longest concrete span. I wonder if it still says it on the side. It used to say it right up in the corner somewhere, but they said this was either Canada or Ontario's longest concrete spanning bridge. And then others were built, bigger bridges came along and took the right designation away. But at one point, this was a fairly famous bridge. Not famous, but known for being one of those. Think about it, back when they would have built this, late 1800s, it would have been looked at as an engineering achievement of sorts. Oh, this is tricky. Whoa. I'm gonna end up with wet feet right here. I know it, I know it, I know it. Nope. Get a little bit closer look. I almost swear it was like right in the edge. I'll have to look it up when I get home.
Yeah.
And then throw in a picture maybe right about here. The Lyndhurst Bridge was once declared to be the longest single arch concrete bridge in this part of the country. This part of the country being southwestern Ontario. Its span was 116 feet and its width 26 feet. Former city engineer James A. Bell designed and supervised construction and was considered a leader in developing concrete bridges, which were relatively new in the 19th century. In this photograph, the bridge is shown in 1959 with railings removed prior to its destruction for construction at the Highway 4 entrance to the city. And correction on that, it's not destroyed. It's almost, but it still stands. Back to the paragraph. The bridge was situated directly north down the embankment from the modern-day location of the Jumbo Monument, Jumbo the elephant. This was read from a paragraph below some pictures to do with the Elgin County Archives. So if there's any credit, it goes to Elgin County Archives. Back to the vlog. I've got a guy on Instagram, who constantly shares pictures. I got a wet foot that time. He's always sharing pictures of neat, unique, old, historic, all kinds of different bridges from around the world. Puentes Bridges, with a P, Puentes Bridges. And I may have to take a couple actual pics of this to send to him. What do you guys think?
Oh, and the one out by Salt Creek.
Yeah. But this was, at one point, considered an engineering marvel. They didn't think they could do cement concrete that long, in that long of a span. So now I'm going to have to kind of figure out where I'm going to be able to get a full frame picture. Okay, I got to go snap some pictures.